Gentlemen.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the fourth game of the 2014 World Series Grand Final between Rage at the top as the China Infantry!
Yay! And Size down the bottom as the GLA Stealth.
A interesting matchup there indeed, because basically Stealth has lots of stealth units, where China Inf builds nothing but outposts which reveal stealth. So
it's like, yeah.
It's an interesting matchup there. We'll have to see how this one goes. Rage going for the Command Center Cell, double supply, not a surprise to see at all.
Look, hang on. I'm just gonna make a prediction here and say double War Factory. Look, I know I'm putting it out there,
but it's China Inf, so maybe not.
Oh, maybe not. I mean, there's a chance he'll build a barracks.
But given that Size is China GLA Stealth, all they can do is spam quads. So you probably do want the double factory. That's actually a really fast factory.
Yeah.
But anyway, so look, a fast barracks here as well on the ground. So
it's a nice way for GLA to actually deal, is for going for the snipe onto one of the arms deals. If you can get those 4 terrorists out nice and quickly, get that technical down, denying one of the war factories is just so important, stopping that really fast early infantry production.
Oh, that's nice. I like the truck there, used to deny tunnels. I don't think it'll deny this tunnel here.
I think it might get there. Nah, it's throwing it, isn't it? Yeah,
but
a little bit too far.
It would have denied the tunnel had Size gone to build a tunnel like over here, which a lot of time they do go for that aggressive tunnel. Yeah. So I won't get
the truck.
Won't get there in time, but a nice play there from Rage, of course. That technical being loaded up with the terrorists, maybe just the RPGs. I'm actually not. Oh, whoopsie. Whoopsie daisy.
Whoopsie daisy there.
Rage building a barracks next to a technical, just throwing away 500 cash, but we'll load up a attack outpost full of minigunners and those RPGs. Very, very deadly combination.
Gonna be quite fantastic. So the technical will be moving in through the front, and some nice mines coming out as well. The nice bunker from Rage,
so
as well as having the barracks.
A single factory and 2 barracks there. He may lose the outpost here to these RPG minigunners, though, doing quite well for themselves. The outpost does drop to the ground, but the infantry still raging on strong, no pun intended.
But the tunnel network survives.
Yeah, terrorists moving in may just deny a truck or a dozer, perhaps.
He's fast enough.
The
wow, he's
minigunners
actually going to sneak in. The minigunners are going the wrong way. The technical's going to sneak by.
That's a shame there indeed. And the technical managed to get behind the mines there. He may lose both of the trucks here. Not going for the dozer, not the best choice, but in the end, he may get nothing. He's going to get nothing. Oh, that's a huge blow. No, Size.
Size made a mistake there. Why hitting over the dozer? I have no idea. It was weird.
Indeed, but look, Size in a good spot because he has the old Derek camped there, and he just keeps killing these outposts. He's not able to kill the infantry, and they're just going to demolish the tunnel incredibly fast. But GLA's China infantry really need the outposts. Otherwise, if they just have infantry, they can lose just quads, and especially when the Jarman hits the field.
Yeah, once that shell actually gets cracked on the outpost, you can be quite vulnerable. Flame tape moving down the middle to clear out some of the garrisons on the side, and just more outposts can be pumped out from Rage. Just load as many troops in there as possible, send it out, and just they're incredibly potent. Because
of how slow infantry are, it means that if you only do have infantry, not outposts, you have to just play incredibly defensive, but fantastic work here from Size, going for a very sneaky hidden tunnel while going for some truck harass on the back.
He will indeed. I'm not sure if those might have been scouted by Rage's barracks. It's possible. And yeah, just moving that technical around, looking for the RPG hits as well. Excellently placed tunnel.
Yeah, it's just placed just in... Oh, no, but it's revealed by the outpost. That's a shame. But it looks as though the outpost will deny that one. No problems at all. Flame Tank going for a tunnel burn while the outpost on the back may get taken out by these RPGs. Has to evac, and once again, will just continue to lose the RP... No, it survives. The outpost actually survives, but going for the double oil cap now will give Size some pretty good income and having a lot of these quads. Size
has some very, very nice control so far this game, so both of those oils can be very, very nice. Has some full outposts though coming out now from Rage, and the Flame Tank will of course go down.
Yeah, because of that outpost survived now, it means that the outpost has a bit more versatility, but even then, given how low it is, it will die quite fast, and those garrisons will be very nice if they can be held. But the pressure's really on for Rage. He has to make something happen because Size has both of his old Derricks ticking.
Exactly right. So Side's definitely having the economic lead here, and that's a pretty big pop. Quads and RPGs, not at all surprising. And look, the infantry's been burned out, but the Toxin Tractor only gets few of them.
Not quite blobbed up enough in time. Now the quads, though, are going to be very efficient against these RPGs. They got to keep them still, though, because when they're moving, they only fire at half of their movement speed. If the Toxin Tractor was in the back, it would have got there in time for the RPGs to be very blobbed up. It would have been a very good, cost-efficient engagement. But look, yeah, these RPGs are all just dying to these quads.
Yeah, quads are going to be finishing them off, and a very, very nice engagement there for Size. Looks like a tunnel network's going to be thrown down again. Size really wants to keep control over these oil derricks.
And the issue is for Rage, it's similar to when you're playing trying to tank, in the fact that the Vet 2 minigunners and the Vet 1 tank busters, or tank hunters, tank busters is Red Alert 3, the tank hunters, they actually will give a lot more veterancy than normal because of their own. Wow, nice terrorist. Must have been a force fire.
Yeah,
I don't think flame detonates. Yeah, and then a lot of quads behind it as well, so Size playing this one quite well. Rage may be able to snipe down this old derrick in time, but the quads with the tunnel are nearby.
Would be very, very nice. Now that Terrace comes out and maybe forces the attack outpost a little bit, and at the same time, Terrace moving down the middle, they're just running into the barracks.
Yeah, and the power actually will slow down the production speed, but it looks as though Size will not go for the quad pop. Does have another tunnel nearby, which he can use for a more safer quad pop, but the oil derrick may be recaptured or destroyed by his Rage, which would be a fantastic victory for him, but Size going for his third supply, and perhaps the palace is already finished.
Indeed, so we'll be starting to see some palace units actually start to come out. The power is still up, I believe, for Rage. I don't think we saw the destroy there. As the game lags out a little bit, the quads are getting destroyed. Looks like the attack outposts are just shredding through them.
Did lose, I believe, one quad, but killing one outpost definitely worth it for the trade. But the tunnel being eliminated on the right-hand flank means that Size has a lot less map control, given how less mobile he is. Rage looks as though he's actually going to cap his own old derrick back now that the prop center has finished, and Super Loader should be coming out quite soon.
Should be very, very nice to see. I would definitely love to see the all capped as soon as possible. There's quads and RPGs here. The shell gets cracked, but there's just so many tank hunters.
Yeah, the quads were very, very splashed up, but won't lose many of them. The tunnel is having a great time here as the quads move back in, so Rage throwing away two of his full outposts. Bit of a blow there, and Jarman should hit the field quite soon, which is just so crucial. There is the Jarman. Jarman is just amazing against China infantry.
Absolutely incredible, especially, yeah, definitely once the attack outposts actually go down, or if there's just any infantry spam, Jarman just comes in and he cleans up so well. Looks like the carpet bomb, oh, may get denied here.
Oh, it does, but will it keep the old derrick alive? No, not in time. Had the quads been popped from this tunnel, it may well have denied them, but they run the risk of losing to the carpet bomb. Yeah, so the old derrick was sniped. Excellent play from Rage. He capped his own old derrick and took down the other old derrick of Size, so that's great to see, but Size still does have the third supply. That
was so clutch there. Size almost got it. That was a nice quad pop. That's like one of the best, smartest quad pops I've ever seen. Just got there too slow. The last bomb, I think, from that carpet bomb managed to take it out.
Well, I don't know if it was the bomb as much as it was the actual plane crashing. Down. Yeah, we have seen games being won because Generals crash onto the Build Barracks,
wasn't it?
One of our first cars. I think it was actually Rage who did that.
It was a really good game.
Yeah, but anyway, two outposts here going to town on the tunnel, but backing away at the threat of Jarman. Pretty impressive sight detection, or rather stealth detection on those outposts.
Yes, indeed. Lotus actually got taken out, as well as we have a bit of a garrison war going on and an angry mob moving up the side now for Size.
That's a good way of killing the oil derrick. Good play there. What took out the Lotus?
The Lotus got taken out by a tunnel network. Rage moved a little bit too close.
That's a shame, but look at this huge quad push on the left-hand side. One of them is a Vet 2 as well. Will have a lot more damage. The old derrick's definitely going to get taken out by the angry mob as the Jarman snipes down the ECM. He can force fire that down.
That would be very, very nice. So it looks like the outpost gets cracked as well. The RPG is going to be firing away, but we'll get taken out in the end. That Jarman is being incredibly good so far. Size takes out the the top oil derrick of Rage. So Rage is getting pushed quite far back into yes, Rage is getting pushed quite far back into his base.
Yeah, Rage also going for some of these black markets. That's going to be great because it means that he has even more free reign. The angry mob is absolutely demolishing the war factory. Not enough minigunners, but by stepping over the mines, he almost kept the war factory alive. No minigunners into the outposts, at least not enough to take out those mobs in time. But look at this, quads moving in on the left-hand side just as the angry mobs were drawing away the outpost, going straight for the command center. Probably can't get it because of the dozer repairing it. The supply has mined up on the left-hand side, so no point denying the supply.
Size has just so many quads pushing up the middle now. Rage is doing his best that he can, moving those outposts in again. He has the ECM, of course, available to deny those RPGs, and Jarman is revealed.
He will get taken out perhaps by the flame tank of all things, not by the minigunners. Not exactly sure why he went that aggressive, because it means that the Jarman can now no longer snipe the ECM and make his the RPGs much less effective.
Yeah, the angry mobs as well are going to be great against the outposts if they can actually get within range. There's just not enough minigunners in those outposts.
But there is the flame tank. That's exactly the best way to deal with the angry mob. Won't even get taken out in the process. Nice in final, just in time. But the angry mob once again marched all the way from the barracks. RPGs getting destroyed. You know, the garrison, angry mob going straight for the supply. Will be very, very nice. Truck going for the crushes, and we'll find quite a fair bit of them, but we'll lose a truck in the process, perhaps.
Yeah, truck looks like it'll be going down. Yeah, takes a lot of damage, just gets taken out in the end there. So truck for angry mob, pretty good trade there for Rage.
It was the friendly fire of Rage's RPGs that took out the truck in the end, and he's just so much pressure from size, really preventing Rage from getting a big army. Going straight for an airfield, probably for the MiGs to take out the angry mobs and also the Jarman. Not a bad choice. You can also consider going for the Inferno Cannons, the angry mobs, destroying those.
Absolutely ridiculous. Here comes the carpet bomb. I don't think it's just for the Jarman, but another quad pop from Size.
Fantastic quad pop will deny the carpet bomb taking out any of the structures here. Absolutely on the ball. Yeah, Inferno Cannons can be a way of dealing with the angry mobs because of their fire damage and their long range. Yeah. You do have to force fire them though and make sure you actually hit them moving. But given how many quads there are on the field, it means that the MiGs, it's really hard to actually micro them. You got to make sure that you don't get them anywhere near the quads, but they are definitely the best way of dealing with those angry mobs.
100%. So Jarman going to be sniping off a few tank hunters before it gets recruit. Not a real big issue there. Flame wall there from Rage, but the quads are moving up to the side to deny that.
So Rage is, it looks like he's actually pushing back for now. But I don't think it will really be enough. And keep in mind, there's still the huge... There's the quad pop as well, going straight for the first outpost, denying it quite fast, followed up by the RPGs. Firewall, though, will take out the tunnel.
And that firewall was so important. I'm not sure why the quad pop decided to come out then, because the flames did so much damage, but the quads are mainly still alive. In fact, they were popped back in the tunnel by Size. But gotta be careful of the outposts.
Outposts, though, trading very, very well against the quads on the ground. A couple more of these black markets, no AP ammo upgrade onto the quads. The firewall are incredibly strong, especially against the mobs.
They are just so, so powerful. So another tunnel network going down on the side now. For Size, he has good control over this map, good control over his third and fourth supplies as he just starts trying to look for these outposts or at least force them off.
And Size's angry mob flanks are no longer effective because of those MiGs, because before it was really forcing Rage to retreat his units and deal with that, but now the angry mobs just get destroyed by the MiGs, basically, no problems at all.
Yeah, I'm a little bit surprised we haven't seen a transition yet. Mines do go down the middle there. That's going to be nice for Rage to try and defend his base, but there are just so many units moving in. That's a nice MiG strike. Again, they just 1-2 missiles from the MiG just takes out the angry mob straight away. Says thank you very much.
Yeah, but the angry mobs, it means that the MiGs have to use their bombs on them and not on the Jarman or the RPGs. So it's not exactly cost efficient, but it can definitely help. And that is a huge quad pop there on the right-hand side. 2 outposts and an ECM. Will it be enough? MiGs are nearby, ready to go, going straight for the supply. We'll take that down incredibly fast. AP ammo now being completed for that huge power spike. MiGs moving in. Will not get denied in the end, but the outpost too scared to engage.
Yeah, the angry mob is going to be moving in as well to force off the ACM because the MiGs are already in the air and the quads are too close to the angry mob for the MiGs to be useful.
Exactly, and another angry mob moving on the middle. Outpost on the left does get taken out there. MiGs are actually doing quite well, getting their bombs while not being destroyed in the end, but Size taking out the supply will mean that Rage basically has no income.
Yeah, Rage is in some damn serious trouble right now and finds another outpost.
We'll get that one destroyed as well in the process here. This game looks very over for me.
Looks over, and indeed. Look at those tank hunters just say, come out of your outpost, say hello to the quads and go down instantly. That angry mob as well, still available, being, you know, a little bit less angry than before, but still quiet. Oh, that's a carpet bomb!
That's a fantastic one as well, and it will kill 2 quads in the process, but not as many quads as Rage needed here, and that is a fully heroic quad. Gonna destroy the power plant. MiG's not looking too good.
Bit of an issue there. There's a very, very close A couple, but just not quite close enough, and Rage calls the GG.
So now we are back at 2-2 in this best of 9 series here. We'll move on to game number 5 in the 2014 Grand Finals for the World Championship Series.
Cheers.
Yeah.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to game number 5 between Rage and Size for the 2014 1.4 patched World Series.
See, they're rotating factions. I don't know if this is part of the rules or if it's just them being gentlemanly to each other, because now we have Rage as the GLA stealth at the bottom.
And Size at the top as our China infantry. We saw the reverse in the last match, and I think that's a good way to work it out between themselves. It's like, okay, I'll play this faction against this faction, you play this faction against this faction, let's see who can pull it off better. I mean, if one of us wins, I mean, it's not only going to give great games, it's also going to be very fair and not like, well, I got, you know, China Inf against Choxin or something like that.
Also because the first rank was like GLA Vanilla Mirror, and like when you think of the chances of those happening, and I think, yeah, it's a good way of doing it because there's so many sort of just broken matchups that you just can't take seriously, like China Vanilla versus Toxin, or China Vanilla versus anyone. And it's nice seeing that because we're having actually some pretty balanced and some pretty great matchups here. And yeah, it's because basically like the problem if you all do mirror matchups, if you do like nuke mirror, tank mirror, inf mirror, like stealth mirror, like it's actually pretty boring watching those mirror matchups. We're having like different factions versus actually gives a lot more interest into the game, but that's okay because Rage on the left hand side will have a very forward tunnel, and that's the thing. Size didn't go for the tunnel deny thing that Size did previously, or Rage did seriously.
Moving the supply truck there, so workers moving in as well, and both of those forward tunnel networks go down, and they're going to be moving forward with the RPGs and the worker and the technical. This is cool. This
is a fantastic early game for Rage. Having both of the flanks with a stealth tunnel will give him a lot of control, and that looks as though we have a tech RPG of some description. We'll deny Tech Terror, just kidding, going for the supply and the barracks. Oh no! That is a decisive victory here for Rage.
And now he's going to be looking with his technical to actually do a cleanup crew. The worker will be denied on the side here. Rage not managing to actually kill the flame tank in time, but the RPGs may manage to clean it up. The technical is still alive and just going to be firing away at the tank hunters. 2
RPGs here to take out the outpost. No minigunners inside of the outpost, so we'll drop to the ground. Flame tank nearby the tunnel. And the issue is no Scorpions or Marauders here for our GLA stealth, so there's no way to hard counter the flame tanks. You just have to get quads and hope they don't drive into the firewall.
Yeah, killing the supply in the barracks was absolutely huge now for Rage, and now he's got the advantage. He's ahead. He's got that quad up. He's going to be sniping down some tank hunters. The problem with Size can't get anything out of his barracks and put it inside his attack outpost to keep them, to keep the infantry alive.
Not only killing the supply in the barracks, but also he killed about 4 or 5 of those tank hunters, which then slows down the critical mass that you do need to deal with quads.
They definitely do. So here we go. The barracks is now being destroyed. Man, Size is on the back foot and a half.
Vet 3 technical. Oh, wow! Rage giving Size the absolute spanks. 3 minutes 10. Look, do you think it was more of a spanks or more of the butt rapes?
Well, look, I think it could be either there, Machine. I think more of the butt rapes, to be honest.
Yeah,
I mean, that was just incredibly well played. That Tech Terror just turned the game. I mean, if you have that kind of a line, because I like the double barracks war factory work, because you just mine the war factory and then that's the main target. The key target for a GLA player is I want to go for that war factory. I want to start denying attack, the assault troop crawler production, the attack outpost production. So by denying instead the supply and the barracks, that's huge. You take out both of those and there's no production anymore.
Well, it's also the fact that, like, as China infantry, you have to mix in minigunners into your outposts. Otherwise, you'll just lose to tech RPGs. Like, tech RPGs are faster, they're cheaper, they're better against RPG outposts. So then if you mix in minigunners into your outposts, well, then you can actually engage pretty well. So by denying the barracks, it means that they can't put in minigunners into their outposts. So that's nice play, and let's quickly move on to our 5th game. Sixth game.
Sixth game. So it's 3-2 to...
It's 3-2 to Rage, and congratulations for Rage for having the biggest bash of the series.
So far.
It's one medal. It's, you know, who wins... Who had who had the best sort of 3-minute bash? Yeah. So anyway, unless we see Size get a 2-minute bash, which we'll have to see.
Won't count out. We'll have to see.
It's definitely a possibility. Yeah. We'll keep an eye on it. Anyway, let's move on to game number 6 or 5 or 6. 6.
6 now. 6. We're getting confused.
Yeah. We are now in the 6th game. We hope of the 0 hour 2014 World Series Grand Final between sides at the bottom as the red China Nuke.
And Rage up the top as our Aqua China Nuke. Hell yeah, Nuke Mirror.
Good stuff. I do love the Nuke Mirror. It's very, very aggressive. You basically, you can't get a more aggressive matchup than Nuke Mirrors. I mean, there's USA Mirrors, but USA Mirrors are just sort of like rock v spam. Whereas, like, Nuke Mirror, there's a lot of actually variation in build orders and strategy and stuff. So Nuke Mirrors are definitely one of my favorite matchups to both watch and to both play as. So going for double supply, not a surprise at all to see. And look, let's hope for a fantastic Nuke Mirror. I would expect none other.
Hell yeah, and that's a barracks as well coming out from Rage, as you said, something different. So it's barracks war factory.
No, it's good because with the,
it is good, yeah.
You can just put 3 RPGs, and then because the China Nuke Battle Masters are gonna go for very, very aggressive
starts.
Not only truck hunts, but mainly dozer hunts. And so, like, if you don't have defenses for your trucks, you're gonna just lose trucks. So having these static defenses is good. I also like the walling off, factory walling it off, barracks walling it off.
Because yeah, the Nuke Battle Masters can get in there and they do some serious damage.
I think that's actually exposed there.
Yeah.
But double airfield, and again, that kind of makes sense because of how prevalent the Nuke Battle Masters are. Going for a fast bunker licks would be fantastic. But if they both go for it, then, well, hey, who knows? Completely walling off with 2 bunkers. Nice.
That's what I'm talking about. Good job, Rage. Those are maybe being on the wrong side. I'm not sure exactly where he wanted this, but so far identical build orders pretty much from both players. Who can pull it off the better?
It's sort of just like there is the better strat, the best strat, and they just both do it because why would you do anything else? As it seems, they probably have so much experience in each of these matchups, they just know the best way to open. And see, there is the dozer. I don't know how he actually got inside of it, but at least...
I think we're around the back or something like that, obviously, or maybe if there's a gap, I'm not sure.
But if the dozer can get through, then so could a Battle Master. That's kind of what you want to avoid. Nice Garrison will take a couple of shots at the Battle Master and force it away back for repairs, taking it down very low, very fast.
Yeah, it's very, very nice. I think those RPGs available are a good way to force off the early aggression from those Nuke Battle Masters. Bunkerlix is out, and the same from both players, but who will get their tank hunters in first? That is the question.
Well, it's also a matter of Rage already preemptively, blindly has a Gatling tank.
Yeah.
And that could be very crucial, because if the Helix runs through it, it means that he will then lose the 1v1 Helix engagement. So, I don't know how...
It's been scouted.
Oh, wow, it has been scouted now. Excellent. So now, all of a sudden, this Helix won't be very effective, because Rage will have several of those Gats in time, whereas the Helix of Rage was actually not scouted, not revealed just yet.
Hasn't been yet, but it's going to be moving up the side and will eventually run into a Battle Master. There's another preemptive Gat from Size as well, so does lose one Battle Master, and it's been revealed now, so it's going to be Helix v Helix. We'll see if there's any micro involved here. We want to be staying near each other's Gats.
There's actually a fair bit of micro in Helix engagements. You want to always duck back and forwards, because then the rockets from the tank hunters won't be able to track as well. If you're moving backwards, you'll dodge a lot of those shells, and that's the same with like Helix v Battle Bus and whatnot here. So Helix will take down 2 of the Battle Masters, getting some veterancy onto those RPGs. The Helix is going to be very scared to leave their base for the fear of not only Gats, but also the opponent's Helix.
Yeah, you've got to be very, very careful, and we have Rage sneaking in a Battle Master now, so Size will have to turn around his Helix to go deal with that.
Battle Master catching out a Gat, which is nice, taking it very low and very fast. We do see a prop center for Size, and a prop center as well for Rage. These players, they have the exact same playstyle in pretty much all of these matchups.
Yeah, they do. They're incredibly close to each other. What did that Battle Master do in Size's base? It was actually one came out from Size. In Size's base. In Size's base, it didn't really do anything. It almost took out a truck. Okay.
Got in close. Probably could have killed a Gap, but the Helix dying in time, and there is the Lotus going for the oil cap, but Rage actually,
Helix.
Yeah, going for the double Helix, probably for the prop center, just to repair. A good choice. But again, the Garrison and the Gats are there ready and waiting for the Helix, backing away just for now. New Battle Master driving through a Garrison won't be too effective. Garrison on the left will be great against those 2 Gats.
Will indeed. Taking control of those Garrisons is nice for Size, because it does allow you to force off any engagements coming through that middle. Taking control of the center is very nice. We'll have to see if he decides. Yes, he has to go for a third supply, given his control.
I think Size has better control at the moment because he has those middle garrisons. That will definitely help things out a lot. And Size now will grab his old Derek, but I wouldn't be surprised to see Rage do the same not long afterwards. It looks as though Lotus hasn't been built just yet, and the barracks is pretty far away. So Size definitely being ahead in the all cap, which is nice to see, going for the command center now.
Nice and early pick up there. So about the only place where our two players have actually deferred is the double Helix or Lotus pick up there.
Yeah, that command center, wow, the all Derek rather quite low. What was that took it low?
Maybe a Helix, maybe a new Battlemaster even, but if it can be denied by Size, especially before the 1,000 gold is taken, that'd be fantastic.
Excellent.
It's going to be.
Nice. Did you say gold?
I did say gold.
Oh, man.
Please, don't mention
gold?
it. 100 machine, please.
Gold or manpower?
Manpower, or we could just call it regular stuff.
Supplies.
Supplies.
Minerals, Vespine gas, lumber.
No.
Lotus.
None of those. Lotus out.
Going underneath the Helixes won't get revealed. Gatling's not going to focus the Helix because of the Battlemart or the Gatlings of Rage taking damage. Going to deny that outpost. Or Derek, rather, no problems at all. Three helixes. Rage really wants to get this Helix up and running. Also has the Overlord with the prop tower. Will give some great Gatling snipings, but ECMs and Gatlings from Size will be fantastic against the Helixes in the air. The ECMs will take up a lot of the rockets from the outposts. Whoa, though, nope, from the RPGs of the Helixes.
Yeah, so there's so many Gats moving into the flank to defend against Rage's Helix. So Rage's Helixes will just back off, playing it nice and safe. If you lose them, there's so much investment.
Also the bunkers. Bunkers are great against Helixes.
Nice.
And the Gatlings will get caught by the ECM and the Gats will lose both of those with more reinforcing. There is a single RPG in the garrison, not enough to deter a Overlord with the prop tower and an ACM and two Gats. Pretty strong army there, but nuke cannons are definitely a possibility for the grounded defense.
They sure are, and a bunker moving up on the side
as
well for Rage, and the Lotus revealing Lotus.
Helix is sweeping in from Rage just in time to deny the Lotus of Size. Fantastic play. Bear in mind, Super Lotus's cap ridiculously fast.
Oh god, yes they do, but of course, given there's no Super Lotuses, China Nuke Mirror. So, got you one back.
Size also having three Helixes. Why do we even call them Size Rage? We should call them Rage number 1, Rage number 2, and
yes.
Size number 1 and Size number 2. So the ECM's locking down the Helixes and the Overlords, and the Helix is swooping in just in time to take out both of those and getting that Helix very, very low. May even deny it. Fantastic victory there for Size, not only winning the engage, but also having the third supply, moving over the bunker, but taking it down straight away. Size looking very strong in this game right now.
Very, very nice play. Definitely forcing off the Helixes as well as killing two Overlords just by playing defensive is fantastic. Keeping the Gats nearby to your Helixes means there's no chase potential coming out from Rage, and this is a huge, well, not a huge army, you know, 3 Gats, 3 ASMs, bit of an army pushing in.
Nice Helix engagement there. Both have the prop towers for the regen with the subliminal messing upgrade, but look at this, 3 Gats and 2 ECMs. That's going to be enough to just snipe down and romp through the army of the Helixes, but Size is in the base of Rage. He's going to destroy the factories, the supplies, the trucks. Rage going for his own counterattack, not going to defend his base, but the Gats, though, getting some nice shots off, killing one of those Helixes, and that is a bunker Helix, whereas Size is having no problems at all in the base here of Rage.
And there's some MiGs in the air as well if the MiGs can get the shots off on the Helixes.
But they will not. They're going to get denied on the airfield. Getting quite low, though. Both of these Helixes are not on high HP. Going for the evac, a good choice there, because the Helixes will get sniped quite fast. But again, Size is having a fun time against the completely exposed and vulnerable base of Rage, perhaps with the exception of the bunker.
Yeah, it looks like Rage will be out of this game. He's falling behind on that Helix micro, just didn't manage to pull it off. Size played well, got inside the base of Rage. That's
a minefield, though, which will get a couple of the units, the ECMs most notably, but at this stage, just a little bit too late. Helix is taking at the barracks in a matter of seconds. Mad Rage not looking in the best of position right now.
He's not indeed. A little bit of fast forward here. The last Ozer does, of course, go down, and now we have Rage calling the GG. There we go.
You have been defeated.
Yeah, very, very similar play styles, but basically it was just Rage that won that single engagement, getting the outposts, the Overlords, and I can't even remember what else it was. It was something, but very, very close game. When you do the exact same play style, it really just goes to show the decision making, and the micro is what wins the game. So now that is 3-3.
3-3, I think. It's 6 games, so Unless it wouldn't be 4-2. I think it's definitely 3-3.
Who won the last game?
Crap. There's been so many games, and they're quite similar. I think it was Rage that won the last game. Rage won the last game, and Size won that one. So
how did he win the last game?
Rage won because he was playing GLA, and he outplayed the stealth. Wasn't that right?
Oh no, he bashed him in 3 minutes.
He bashed him in. Oh yeah, it was the 3-minute bash.
Yeah,
wasn't
so
it?
it's
Okay.
3-3. At 3-3, it's getting a very, very close series, very well played. Let's see how they handle it in game number 7.